Hey, I'm Creech and this is Creech and Cars. Bugatti has just unveiled its next generation flagship hypercar, and today I'll be offering you an early look at the all-new 2026 Bugatti Tourbillon. Let's get right into it by taking a look at the exterior design of the Tourbillon, which by the way means vortex or whirlwind in French, and it's also the name of a part used in watches. With this exterior, it's immediately clear that you are looking at a Bugatti at first glance. Bugatti has long focused on this idea of timelessness in its design. The goal has always been that no matter when or where you are, a Bugatti is strikingly beautiful, both inside and out. The Tourbillon isn't a wild departure from the Chiron that we are now used to, but it clearly has a wider look that gives it the illusion of a lower stance. This is most obvious when looking at the iconic Bugatti horseshoe grille up front. The grilles on either side of the horseshoe have a similar design to the Chiron, but again here they're a little larger. The headlight design is similar as well, but the squares of the Chiron have been stretched out into these little sort of L-shaped LEDs on the Tourbillon. There is this prominent ridge that starts at the middle of the hood and runs down the center line of the car. As you can see, there is one large windshield wiper that rests in the center of the windshield. While the first intuition for designers is to hide the wipers, here Bugatti has made it into a design feature by being able to continue that ridge down the center of the car so that there's not much of a break from where it starts on the hood to where it ends out back. The side profile has that sort of backwards C shape that starts at the back door. This serves as a transition into the rear of the vehicle, and it can also be used to create this nice duotone look with the paint colors. That ridge continues over the roof and towards the back, where you can of course find the incredible new V16 engine, but I'll get into the details on this powertrain more in a little bit, as the rear fascia also deserves some attention for its design. That ridge going down the back serves as the third brake light before it sort of dissipates towards this intricate light bar design that has Bugatti written out within the light bar. There's a carbon fiber underbody diffuser with a built-in rear wing. This hidden wing creates no additional drag, and it only acts as an air brake in terms of its functionality. The Tourbillon doesn't really need the downforce from a large wing because of all the other aerodynamic features that Bugatti's been able to create with air curtains and this entire underbody diffuser. Before we head inside, I have to make note of the dihedral doors, which are utterly massive, incorporating a large section of the roof into each door. Once you get inside, you'll notice the sort of mechanical theme that Bugatti went with in here. It's most noticeable with the watch face-like analog gauge cluster that is composed of over 600 individual pieces. This cluster is quite small, and it's almost integrated with the wheel to give it a very driver-centric feel. The steering wheel itself is beautifully ergonomic with a duotone leather look and well-placed controls. The center stack has a waterfall look to it with the Rimac influence coming through. As with the exterior, this interior design will be gorgeous for decades into the future, and that's a big reason why Bugatti's always refrained from using a bunch of screen area within the car. However, the Tourbillon does have an infotainment screen. It's sort of just hidden within the center console, and it can pop out and slide away from view. The interior is completely symmetrical except for the steering wheel, of course, but the passenger seat still feels like a cockpit, which is really nice. There is a simple elegance that dominates the look of the dash, door panels, and seats, and the best thing about this interior is that it's just enough, and it's done right, which is exactly what we should expect from Bugatti by this point. Now let's dig into the details of this all-new powertrain, which is what you've probably been waiting for. The Tourbillon is really the first Bugatti that's been engineered by Rimac, meaning no more quad-turbo V16. Instead, we now have an 8.3-liter naturally aspirated V16. This is an all-new engine that was developed by Rimac and Cosworth, and it produces 1,000 horsepower. At first glance, this is a downgrade from the old W16, but that's because the Tourbillon is a hybrid, and it gets an additional 800 horsepower from 3 electric motors. Here, an E-axle setup is used with 2 motors mounted on the front axle and 1 motor mounted on the rear axle. The motors are powered by an oil-cooled 800-volt battery pack. This provides a fairly usable electric-only range of about 37 miles. Despite this change, Bugatti says the Tourbillon weighs about the same as the Chiron, if not a little less. As for real-world performance, the Tourbillon can do 0 to 60 in 2 seconds flat, and it can go from 0 to 180 miles per hour in less than 10 seconds, all the way to its 276 mile per hour top speed. Bugatti only plans on building 250 examples of the Tourbillon, and the first ones will be delivered by 2026. The Tourbillon starts at about $4.06 million, but that will surely go up with bespoke options that Bugatti will offer its customers. All in all, I think Bugatti really delivered with this launch, and the next generation of Bugatti, now under Rimac, shows that the brand will continue to be the standard of the world in the realms of performance, luxury, and design. I don't think Bugatti will have any trouble selling out of the limited production run, and I'm also looking forward to these special editions of the Tourbillon that we all know are coming. So there's a quick first look at the 2026 Bugatti Tourbillon, Bugatti's all-new flagship V16 hybrid hypercar. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and check out the rest of the channel for more videos like this one. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on car news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.